Welcome back everyone to my Borussia Mönchengladbach career on Football Manager 2018. In today's episode, the Bundesliga begins. We are at home to Mainz. Also, once again, there's been a little bit of transfer activity incoming again for Mönchengladbach. So without further ado, let's get things underway. Now I thought this was interesting. After putting in a bid for transfer listed Valentin Stocker, this headline popped up just moments after. Despite reports claiming that a deal is done for Stocker to become a Gladbach player, speculation persists that his agent, Roland Planetti, is continuing in his attempts to drum up late interest from elsewhere. Hopefully this doesn't happen, but I thought it was kind of an interesting take on transfers. It's something different, it's a different angle on an ongoing transfer saga, even though this isn't really much of a saga. It hasn't been going on for weeks upon weeks. It's only really just developed as I've only just put the bid in of 1.3. Let's take a closer look at Valentin Stocker anyway, and why I've decided to go after him in this transfer window. So Valentin Stocker, currently at the age of 28, is another Swiss player. A bit of a Swiss connection going on here with Mönchengladbach. We have so many players from Switzerland in the side. He currently plays for Hertha Berlin and he's been transfer listed. I've put in the bid of 1.3 million. It's been accepted. Looking at his report, things are looking really good. He only has two negatives. First being a lack of any real strength, which hinders his physical presence on the pitch. And also he finds himself in a secondary group when it comes to the dressing room. Whereas his positives, he's got a full understanding of the language. He's a natural in several positions. His bravery and his work rate make him a good team player. And when it comes to squad comparison, he comes second just behind Lars Stindl. Now, Stocker wasn't the only player I've been looking at in this position. Also, you can see, by the way, that he is wanted by Huddersfield also. So they may come in and offer just a little bit more to entice him to the Premier League. But I was looking at Haytham Ben Arfa from PSG. He's also been transfer listed. Cost a little bit more, 1.5 mil, and he's slightly older. And he does play in similar positions, more so over on the right side of things, compared to Stocker. But looking at the attributes towards the bottom there, the comparison, everything's just pointing in the direction of sign Valentin Stocker. Although Ben Arfa, he's got great physical speed, vision and technical ability. I want someone that's good at attacking, someone that's good in the air, someone that's methodical in their thinking, and also a player that can do a little bit of defending if we have to be shutting up shop in a game. So I think compared to Ben Arfa, Valentin Stocker is our guy. Plus he has experience in the Bundesliga, which Ben Arfa lacks. So I think Valentin Stocker is the player I'm going to go after. Right, let's do this. The Bundesliga is about to begin. We have Mainz at home. It's already kicked off the Bundesliga though. Leverkusen played on Friday evening at home to Schalke. They beat them 2-1 with goals from Kevin Volland and Bellarabi. So we've got Mainz at home. Elsewhere, Bayern Munich are at home to Frankfurt, Wolfsburg are away to Hamburg, and Hertha Berlin have got Hanover. It is absolutely vital that we get off to a winning start here today. So, looking at the match preview, we are without three key players. They're also without 3 players through injury. We've got 2 players that are doubtful. Well, Tony Jansch and Joseph Dermich, they won't be starting. They're still kind of a long way off, still a couple of weeks away from getting back to full fitness. And speaking of injuries, before this game, before I even start recording, Vestergaard picked up a training injury. He's going to be out for the next 2 weeks. So thankfully, Reece Oxford is back from injury. He's just lacking match sharpness now though. So I'm going to put him on the bench. I am going to start Ginter at centre-half as he can play there. And we'll put Reece Oxford on the bench. And I think Lars Stindl maybe up top, because Raphael's only just come back from international break. He was away with Brazil for, well, it was only for like 3 to 4 days. It's in the space of that week that we played Paderborn in the first round of the Dutch Pokal. Didn't get any game time, so he's fit for this game. Ginter though, he can play there. He's a right footer. I think he'll be alright on the left side as centre-half. I'm a bit uncertain about starting Simicala, although he's been brilliant in pre-season. I could always put Griffo out on the left. Griffo does start there. Or maybe even Ibrahima Traore. Stindl doesn't play there. He's a number 10 or a forwards. I think I'm going to go with No, actually, Traore didn't get much game time in pre-season, so I'm going to give it to Griffo. Plus, it's a debut for him as well. Let's give it to Griffo. As you can see, 6.68 rating through pre-season, whereas Simakala, overall 6.6. He did play in the Dutch Pokal in the previous episode. I think I'm going to give it to Griffo. Let's see what he can come up with. So we're playing at home. I'll go control. Let's have a look at team instructions. Sometimes that's okay. Tempo normal. I think everything. Run at defence. I think that kind of clashes, but I'll leave it on for now and switch it up if need be. Here we go then. So there is Borussia Mönchengladbach starting lineup. Sommer in goal. Vent, Ginter, Alvedi and Egbo at the back. A nice mix of experienced and inexperienced players. In midfield, Kramer, Zakaria, and going forwards we've got Griffo, who makes his debut for Mönchengladbach today, with Hazard, Patrick Amann and Raphael up top, who scored that winning goal in the Dutch Pokal first round against Paderborn. Now for Mainz, they've got a few players that could certainly cause us some damage in this game. Muto being one of those, as it says in the commentary down below there, will be the key man for Mainz today, so we've got to try our best to keep him quiet. On the bench they do have Quaison and Victor Fischer, former Middlesbrough man, former Ajax man. Let's just get the team talk done. I'm raring to go. I want to get off to a good start in the Bundesliga. Just so excited to get things underway here on FM18. We're favourites for a reason. Go out there, make sure they're left in no doubt as to why. We are favourites. Go out there and give the fans something to cheer. On the opening day as well, I'm not going to hand over. Let's just check the oppositional instructions. Everything's sorted there by the looks of it. Okay, and let's end team talk. Let's get into it. Oh, we've got to go to the tunnel. How much of a boost is Danny Latz's absence? I think it's unfair. It's always unfair to single out individuals. Goal kick then. It's taken short. Oh, they've messed up here. Raphael's in. Oh, how's he missing that? Perfect chance to make it 1-0. They don't look very composed at the back, do they, Mainz? If they're messing up with a goal kick, which has been taken short, then it makes me question. They almost came close then to getting the first goal. Makes me question whether we can exploit that. It was Diallo that messed up. His first touch was terrible. Vent with the clearance, finds Hazard. Good ball to Raphael. Bit isolated here, but Griffo does arrive. Zakaria now coming forwards in our numbers. Griffo holds on to it. Hazard loses it there. And now it's Muto on the ball. He's isolated, but he does have to find Donati, which allows him to get forwards. Ooh, and Jan Sommer having to tip that over his crossbar. It is a corner to Mainz. 27 minutes gone. Just hope that they don't. There we go, Griffo. We can break free. Hazard should have played it down to Herman, but he's found Griffo instead. Can he switch the play? No, he's going to lose it. Pretty terrible first half, to be honest. We regained possession well in central areas of the middle of third of the pitch. I'm going to be assertive with this team talk. I'm far from pleased with what I've just seen. It's the opening day, lads. We're playing at home as well, and it's still 0-0. Let's apply the advice there. Okay. We'll drop that down to less because I've noticed Mainz are starting to take... Well, they took control of that first half when it came to possession. And there were a few worrying moments also. I'm going to go... I want to go attacking, but I'm having to be cautious because Mainz did look dangerous in that final third. So just going to have to take things nice and slowly and see how things pan out in the second half. Here they come down the right side. It's back to Frey in central midfield. Hazard has conceded a free kick. It's a good cross. Sommer comes out and collects. He is going to be key for us throughout this season, Jan Sommer. And some of the saves that I'm sure he's going to be making. Quality keeper. Zakaria now to Hazard. Finds Egbo on the overlap. Egbo back in. I'm not sure what Patrick Herman was doing there. Did he have his back to Egbo? Hazard, what is going on here? Hazard finds Raphael. Play went on. There was a bit of jostling for the ball. Play went on and Raphael, totally unmarked, should have scored that. Okay, right, Raphael, you are coming off. On comes Stindl. Raphael, the experienced centre forwards, has had a poor opening start to the Bundesliga this season. I'm also going to bring on Simicala for Griffo, who's also had a poor debut for Mönchengladbach. So 2 subs in the 56th minute. Let's see what they can do. See if they can add an extra dimension to our attack. It's good to have Lars Stindl back in the team though. Such a key player for us. We missed him through pre-season with him being on holiday, but thank God he's back now. Space for Maxim, and he's made it 1-0. Pick that one out. That's some finish. Just inside the penalty area. Right, I'm going to go. We're going to miss the replay here, I know, but we're going to go attacking. Screw it. I think everything's okay there. Hazard with the free kick. It's in for Alvetti. Just couldn't pull the trigger. Couldn't get his shot away. Oh, no, Egbo's been beaten. And this has to be the second. Maxim back again, and Jan Sommer with probably the save of the season so far. He's just stopped them from scoring a second and probably winning this game. And he's just made another crucial save for Mönchengladbach. What a hit that was from Frey. They've got a corner though. The danger's still lingering. Not anymore. That's the end of the highlight. Whew! It's just been another free kick awarded there. I'm going to take run-up defence. I should have took that off at the start of the game, to be honest. Maxim starting to pull the strings now. Good challenge there from Ginter. Needs to be careful. Could have got himself off. Could have conceded a penalty. It's a good ball forwards. Looking to seek out Lars Stindl. Oh! Oh, no way! Oh, that is just dirty. It's 1-1. Oh my God, we so needed that as well. What actually happened here? Bell, the centre-half coming forwards. Oh, no way! Adler takes out his own man. Are you serious? That's absolute. I've never seen anything like that on Football Manager. That is just absolute madness. Lars Stindl is fired up now. See him chasing down that ball. And this is where it becomes a bit frantic. Patrick Herrmann need to just calm things down a bit. Zakaria, there we go. Simicala now. Oh dear. Poor pass there from Simicala. Could have done a little bit better with that. Good clearance. Good save. Adler, don't mess up this time. Can't believe what I've just seen moments ago. Well done, Egbo, coming forwards. Simicala to Stindl. It's in! It's 2-1. Borussia Mönchengladbach. We have come from behind thanks to that beautiful man, Lars Stindl. I'm just a tactical genius. Just the best. Both subs coming on and having such an impact. Turning this game around on its head. Simicala, great control. And hit first time from Lars Stindl. Alright, Patrick Herrmann looking really tired up. I'm going to lock things up now. Want to hold on to this lead. Want to hold on to this win. Going to go down to much less as well. Make it difficult for the opposition to break us down. Make sure we've got a solid shape at the back. And I'm going to go... We could stay flexible. I'm going to go fluid with defensive. So we're keeping hold of the ball. We're passing it around just nicely. And we'll apply an e-vice there. Done and done. I'm going to have to take off Herrmann, I think. He is injured. He's playing with an injury. I'm going to bring on Ibrahima Traore then. Just to run down that clock as well. Can't believe we've got another injury though in the side. He's probably going to be out for maybe a week or so. Here is Patrick Herrmann now. Still playing on. Straight into the hands of Adler. Surprised he didn't drop that and let it go across the line for a third goal. He's been woeful in the second half for Mainz. Tell me they're not going to draw level. Ginter heads it away. Vent, just get it clear. Simicala does have Stindl in support. Goes back to Hazard. Thought he was going to find the overlap with Vent then. And Simicala does cross it in, but Adler is quick to it. Quick off his line. Oh, well done, Egbo. His attacking play is brilliant. His drive to get the ball forwards, something you don't see from a fullback often on Football Manager. Here is Vent, and he crosses it in for Patrick Herrmann. It's 3-1. Game well and truly over and done with. We are walking away from Borussia Park with those first 3 points of the season. What a game. What a turnaround. Oscar Vent found himself in space, had time to line up his cross, and he finds Herrmann at the far post. How about that then? What a game. It's finished 3-1 here to Borussia Mönchengladbach. The first half was an absolute ball fest, but the second, it really came alive. 4 goals scored in total, and the 3 points awarded to us. It's just what I wanted from the team. I'm very happy with the result and the way they played, more so the way they played. That equaliser from Lars Stindl really did fire the players up, and they got stuck in, and they've won us those crucial points. On the opening day of the Bundesliga then, we are up to thirds. Wolfsburg won their game away from home, 4-2 it finished there. Hertha Berlin drew 0-0 with Hanover. Bayern Munich only won 1-0 at home to Frankfurt. You'd expect them to walk away as dominant winners in that game, 3-4, 5-0, but nope, just the 1 goal that separates them and Frankfurt. Dortmund are still yet to play, so I'll go ahead and see how they've got on. Leipzig winning 6-1 away from home to Hoffenheim. We've got to play them in the Dutch Pokal second round. They could prove tricky to overcome in that game. Up next then, Dortmund have got Cologne. Let's find out how they get on. So Dortmund have won 1-0 at home to Cologne. They're up to 6th on the opening weekend of the new Bundesliga season. So there is the league table as it currently stands. We're thirds, we're looking good. Really good start, really promising stuff. We showed great character in that first game. Great spirit to turn things around and walk away as winners. So, there we go. First game of the Bundesliga season done. Up next, we've got Freiburg away from home. I'm thinking for the next episode, it'll either be the Schalke game or the Wolfsburg game. I'm thinking Wolfsburg, simply because they had a good start. They won 4-2 on the opening day, didn't they? So, let's see how we get on against Wolfsburg away from home in that game. That'll be the next episode. Then the episode after that, I'll be doing the second round of the Pokal against Leipzig. And then I think after that, we'll probably do Dortmund. And then we've got Bayern. We've worked out the next 4 or 5 episodes. Nice. There we have it. So that's it for this episode, guys. Hope you've enjoyed. What a turnaround that was against Mainz. I'll see you all soon for the next one.